letting Trent going campaign, or have you been doing some campaigning of your own?
Oh, we've both been campaigning.
Okay.
Oh, and I know he's been talking, but like I said, I know because he told me at the beginning that him and Noella were like pretty close. So I'm pretty sure that he can snag Noella and Sherry.
Okay.
And if I get you guys and I got Michael and Zach, that's 3.
Something too. It's better not to say people's names, because then, like, let's say you tell the wrong person, and then somebody goes and tells Gabe and Ree, and then like it becomes chaos, you know? So maybe don't say that you have like those names, but maybe say I have a few people who would be interested if you were.
Oh,
you get me? Yeah.
Yeah, no, I play Survivor, so I'm not one to just throw a name out there like that, because I know that gets you in trouble. So I'm like, nah. Like I played a Big Brother where I was trying to win HOH, and it was a thing where you had to have the other people, like you had to declare whether you were running or not running. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to run for HOH. And so then you had to get people to vote for you. Well, there was this one person who I asked to vote for me, and she's like, well, do you have the numbers? And I'm like, I have a few people. And she's like, how many? And I told her about how many I had. And then I didn't give names because I knew the minute I gave names, that was going to turn. But then she went and I don't know what she did, but I didn't get it because she had all her little alliances and stuff. But I wouldn't give a name because I didn't want people coming after me at that point, like or leaking that I said, hey, it's this person or this person. So I remained tight-lipped. And even afterwards, she was like, well, who are these people? And I'm like, they can come tell you if they want, but I will not tell you who said that they were going to vote for me.
And I feel like that's the best way to play this, because like I feel like if one thing gets out, then you're gonna go home. Like I'm being frank with you, because I feel like other people.
Oh, I understand that.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. So yeah, that veto competition, I freaking almost had it. Like I'm so pissed. Like I could have switched cases and had the million.
Yeah. Forrest and Luna are so good at these comps.
Well, even if I had just taken the 600 and something thousand, I still could have won it, but I didn't. And so my case had the 300,000, and that's why I got. And Trent only got 6,000. So.
Okay.
I was like, I was really hoping he'd get a bigger number, but.
It's funny because in both of these comps, they came in first and you came in second.
What was that?
It's funny because in both of the comps, they came in first and you came in second.
I know, it's freaking crazy.
Yeah.
And they didn't even beat us by much on the HOH comp. So clearly we can tell if we stay, if we stay, who's winning comps here.
Yeah.
So
it'd be obviously Forrest and Luna and your team.
Obviously Forrest and Luna are a threat. But yeah. And the fact that they didn't use veto really made me mad, because I was like, wait a minute. Not that they said they were going to use it, but like, you said we're good. You said we don't have any issues. And yet you put me up for that issue. And yet you're still not going to save me, even though there really isn't an issue anymore. I don't know.
You were always the target.
Like,
you were always their target.
even before that,
For what?
before the comment.
I feel like the comments kind of was actually I don't know about that because that was like before even pairs, so I wouldn't even know. But like as soon as they're HOH, as soon as they won HOH, you're always going to be their target.
Well, I hope not. As a matter of fact, Trent came to me before they won HOH and was like, "Hey, should we like try to get an alliance with Forrest and Luna?" Like,
I don't know.
didn't end up doing it, but
I thought Trent was smart enough to see that like everybody was cheering when they won HOH.
what was that?
I was on voice at the time, so I thought he was smart enough to see that everybody was cheering when they won HOH.
Yeah. It's crazy stuff.
Yes.
But yeah, I only slept like 3 hours, 3.5 hours. Got up, started driving. So Isaac, when I asked him if he was going to keep us, he said, his response was sure, but I sent a thing that said I'd appreciate it, and he sent a heart. So I'm like, okay. I'm gonna be
sure.
like,
I don't know if sure is a guarantee.
I know, right? Sure is like a. It's kind of one of those answers, like I'm just gonna say something to appease them, kind of thing.
You campaign to Noella and Cherry?
I started to. I haven't had a chance to really talk to them yet, but I'm pretty sure Trent's talked to them.
Okay.
Like I said, because Trent's really close with Noella, so
Yeah.
I think Trent's probably because he's told me that he's talked to them. So here's what I'm thinking: if we stay, right, we can make an alliance.
Okay. But it has to be an alliance of substance.
Earpiece. Sorry, lost my earpiece. What'd you say?
So that's fine. But it has to be an alliance of substance, not just a throwaway alliance.
I wouldn't make an alliance without talking to people. Like, I wouldn't just make it.
I know you wouldn't, but I'm saying it has to be. You know those alliances where people just make them just for like a level of protection, but they don't really mean it. That's what I was saying. I was saying so if we make one, it has to be like one of substance. It has to be like an important one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because, like I said, I am strongly considering keeping you and Trent, but more so because I have a better connection with you than Trent. So
I know we talk.
Yeah.
I know we talk. So
yeah, and like I told you, I told multiple people that I felt bad and that I knew you were not racist and that you didn't need those comments.
yeah, well, I'm not racist at all.
Yeah, I know that.
Like, to be honest, like my guy that I'm kind of with, he's Asian and he's from the Philippines. So, like, I would never say anything that would offend anybody, at least not on purpose. So when I told him what I said, he was like, babe, how is that even, like, he's like, I don't understand because I'm Asian and it does not faze me at all. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know, but people were offended, so I have to make it right.
I think the people were offended,
So,
but I think that the HOH uses it as an excuse.
well,
Right.
Noella told me people got upset about it, so
No, I'm saying they did get upset about it, but I'm saying it was used as an excuse to nominate you. Because I think they told somebody else that they were going to nominate people who they thought were inactive. But I think that they used the racist thing as an excuse.
yeah, I'm so not racist though.
I believe you. You don't have to convince me.
And to be honest, like I you can ask my friends, like I have a like racism is not like something I tolerate. I, oh, I people who say things about people of color or a certain, like different backgrounds, like derogatory things, like, and they're meaning it and they're being like, it really irks me. So no, I am not racist at all. So when Noella said what Noella said to me, I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Why is Coop so quiet? You guys
Can't say
hear me?
anything.
I know he's in the chat, but he's not even talking.
Yeah, he's listening. He's taking diligent notes.
He's listening. So what?
Yeah. So I've been very honest with you, and I'll continue to be. I think that if you want to stay, you need my vote, like as a guarantee.
I do need your vote.
Yeah. Because I'm not sure about the other teams if they're on. If I think they might be on the fence, or they might not be keeping you. So I think that my vote is a guarantee. Like if you like, my vote would be the deciding vote.
Well, and I think you should keep us.
I think so too, but I have to have the guarantee from the other people. That would be the one way I would do it because like I like you, but keeping you, let's say, wanted to keep you and you going would just be bad for my game, right? Like you could agree with that.
Or who's gonna know that you voted that way, though?
That's
Right?
true. That's true.
It's
But
not
like,
like. But if people do what they say they're gonna do, but it's Big Brother, so you never know.
I'm telling you, I think both nominees. If I find out that you told somebody this, then I will keep you. But I think both nominees are being told that they're staying. I think you can
Are
agree.
you saying that to the other nominees too?
Maybe or maybe not, but I think everybody's telling both nominees that they're staying to appease them.
Well, I know people are going to tell both sides they're safe. It's just a matter of who do you really believe is going to be telling you the truth, essentially. Right? Who do I think has my best interest? I think you do.
If I didn't, I wouldn't be voicing with you or telling you this. I told you that you were the target this week because that's the truth.
Yeah.
Like other
Well,
people might
see,
not have told you this, but you were the target this week. And the racist comments thing or whatever, I think was an excuse to nominate you.
but I don't know why I would have been a target anyways before that.
Before that, you don't really count because like the people didn't have pairs and whatever. But I think people's reason is like people think you're inactive and they think that it's like the easy thing to do. I think that's what.
That I'm inactive?
Yeah, that's what people think.
I am not inactive.
I disagree, but I'm telling you that that's what others think.
I'm very active. I competed in The HOH, I competed in veto. Shoot. I'm in voice chats. Obviously, I'm in voice chats. That's where I got myself into trouble, right? So
Clearly.
I don't think I'm inactive.
I'm just saying, but that's what Luna said.
Well, I'm not inactive. I can clearly tell you that. I do have a bunch of orgs, so I kind of bounce in and out of orgs, but I'm not inactive. If I was inactive, don't you think like we would have had to abstain from HOH?
I'm telling you, you don't have to convince me. I'm just telling you what was said.
I'm just saying, like that logic didn't even make sense on their part.
Yeah. So I don't really talk to Michael, but I'm guessing. But Gabe was saying something that like he thinks he needs to talk to Michael. So I'm guessing that maybe you spoke to Michael and Zach more than Gabe and his partner did.
I'm talking to Zach. Zach's. It's hard to talk to Zach right now. Michael's asleep, but Zach right now is in court, like he's jury duty stuff. So he can't really talk like he'd like to.
So I'm just going through the votes in my head, and I'm guessing. I think Michael and I'm guessing because Gabe told me that Michael and Zach never spoke to him. So I'm guessing that means that Michael's telling you the truth.
Well, then that's a plus.
The others I don't know. You just said Isaac responded to you saying sure. So Isaac probably might not want to keep you. So it comes down
the
to
Isaac one is like a that's why I said I'm not sure about Isaac. Like that's why I said possibly Isaac.
I'm just saying that the sure thing doesn't sound like a good sign. Like somebody would I guess tell you more things if they wanted to keep you.
Let me see if
I'm keeping you.
Nobody's even on right. Well, nobody's even talking right now.
Yeah, I think everybody's busy. I'm gonna talk to them in a few hours, so I can fully know who's telling the truth and who's lying. Because I want to keep you, but at the same time, I don't want to stick my neck out and get in trouble. You get that, right?
I get it. But you got to know something about me. I'm a loyal person. Once you have me on your side, I'm loyal to a T. Like,
I believe that. That's why I want you to stay.
I just took, like I said, in the one org where Trent went third, I won the final HOH, and I won a veto comp at final 5, which was a double elimination. And so me and my partner, it was actually partners was over at that point, but he was still my partner. We're on the block against another person, and so I won veto, and I saved myself, and in doing so, put up one of the other people who I would have gone to final 3 with if they had won the veto anyways, because they were told me that they were going to. Trent was going to take me anyways. But in doing so, it put that other guy up. Well, I could have saved him, but since I had my partner that I'd been partnered with the whole game up until like right before the end, like I couldn't turn my back on him. We were like a duo. So I took him off the block, which ultimately sent the other 2 back up. Well, then comes the final HOH, and my partner won the first part. I won the second part against Trent, and then I had to go against my partner in the third part, and I beat him in that. So I won the final HOH. So it was up to me to decide who I was taking, either Trent or my partner. So I took my partner. But I mean, I'm a loyal person. Like, there was no way you were going to get me to turn on my partner. It'd be like this game when it comes down to it, like I'm not gonna turn on somebody, you know?
Yeah.
Like if I tell you I'm gonna be loyal to you, I'm gonna be loyal to you. So, and I feel like we have a pretty good connection that I mean, if I stay, you're good with me no matter what, but like
Yeah.
I feel like, and I would tell Trent that, like, you're not putting Abdi up, you're not, no, you know, if he ever tried.
Because, like I said, my connection's with you. I don't really talk to Trent, but I talk to you.
What?
So that's because, like I said, I don't really talk to Trent. My connection is with you. It's not really with Trent, but I'm saying, like, I'm close with you, essentially.
Yeah. The people I've formed a pretty good connection with at this point, like, are, well, besides Trent, me and Trent, you, Zach, Michael, like, legitimately, like, talk to you guys, like, the most. Not that I don't talk to the other guys, but, like, you three are the three that I talk to the most. Like, but, you know, I do talk to everybody else. It's just more sporadic sometimes with other people. Like,
Yeah, I get that.
sometimes they don't respond right away, so
I find that you're harder to talk to in chat, but you're easier to talk to in voice. Sometimes don't respond in there.
oh, my connection's cutting in and out. Hey, why don't you? I know you gotta go to the gym, so why don't you head to the gym and then talk to me when you get back?
That's fine.
See where everything stands.
That's fine. And for the campaigning thing, try not to say our names, but just say that there are some people interested. I don't want it to, like, get back to somebody that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
like,
say any names of anything. I won't. So.
Okay. Promise you won't.
Yeah, I'll just be like, hey, I think I've got the votes. But you're good.
Yeah. Because I'm doing this for you. I'm not doing it for myself.
I know.
I just don't want some like, if you stay, it's likely going to be a blindside. Because I think people think you're going.
No, I'm not gonna, like, backstab you at all. So.
I don't mean backstab, but I mean, like, accidentally slip up and say, "Hey, these people are keeping me."
Like,
You know what I mean?
I'm not like that. So.
I don't mean, like, purposely backstab. I mean, like, accidentally. You know what that means. Like, accidentally letting it slip up is what I meant. Not like purposely saying these people are saving me.